Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have Delta Force news regarding the console release of the game, but don't get too excited because it's really bad news. In this video, we're going to be going over a lot of what was said in the new Shadow Q&A, and I'm going to be further discussing some other controversies regarding Delta Force probably view-botting the shit out of their YouTube views, and by probably, I mean at this point, it's all but confirmed, and I'll show you what one of my viewers managed to find and DM me. It's pretty interesting, so buckle in. This video is going to be a bumpy ride. If you enjoy the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and swing by the Twitch streams. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, and I also stream at this very YouTube channel as well, because I multi-stream. Let's just get the console news out of the way first, because I'm sure that's what a lot of you would like to hear. So as we know, Delta Force stated that the console version of the game was slated to release in Q1 of 2025, and in this recent Q&A, Shadow gave us this answer, quote, "The console version has been delayed from its original Q1 2025 launch due to a variety of factors, including balancing the game for all skill levels, UI adjustments for consoles such as the Operations UI, and input balancing." Now, if you paid attention to that answer, you would notice that they did not provide a window of release for this game. So, as of right now, the console version of Delta Force is delayed with no date provided. Essentially, delayed until we tell you the game is coming out. There's nothing on the horizon, there's nothing to look forward to. This very well may be the largest blow to Delta Force thus far. Them missing out on this release window potentially puts them right in the middle of upcoming Battlefield hype. As we can all probably imagine, Battlefield will probably continue to show us more and more as the coming months pass, particularly in May, June, July, that sort of area. That is when they start really ramping up the next Battlefield hype train. And with Delta Force not even being available on all platforms, I heavily doubt Delta Force is ever going to get the massive limelight ever again. And the reasons they provided for delaying the game are honestly really interesting. Like balancing the game for all skill levels. Can we have some elaboration on that? Because let me tell you something right now, you can't do that, okay? And it's stupid to try to do that, if I'm being completely honest with you. You should just make the game and then, balance it from a mathematical perspective in terms of, weapon balance and all this sort of thing. But, I mean, how are you going to balance the game for all skill levels? I just don't really understand this approach to designing modern video games. Like, dude, some people are going to suck. It's just a fact of life. And the other interesting reason they provided is input balancing. This undoubtedly has something to do with controller aim assist versus mouse and keyboard. They stated previously that a controller aim assist would be a very large focus for them in terms of how to balance the game, and it seems like there may be some sort of internal turmoil regarding how to balance it or how strong aim assist should be. Is it balanced? What types are we going to use? Are we going to use slowdown? Are we going to use auto rotation like Call of Duty? So, very interesting, huge blow to Delta Force, but that is not all that Shadow said. He did provide some other answers regarding kill cams, operations, night modes, and other things. As far as kill cams, they stated they're pretty buggy still, but they're going to plan to add them in the next season. They stated for operations there will be gear caps for next season as well. They're going to be having night modes, and for the people wondering why their game feels laggy, the team is, quote, continuously working on performance improvements to address lag issues that some players have recently been experiencing. Then on top of that, they dropped this big bombshell regarding Delta Force's new campaign, which is Black Hawk Down. Apparently it's going to be free to play, but if you take a look here on the Steam page, you can see that this campaign might be co-op only. I mean, it's not very clear if it isn't co-op only, but it reads as follows. This is taken from the Steam page Q&A section, if you scroll down on it, and it says, quote, "Can I play the Black Hawk Down co-op campaign solo?" And the answer is yes, you can play solo, but it's incredibly challenging. We strongly recommend playing with a full squad of 4 players for the optimal experience. So let me just ask this question. Back in my day, right? Let me go boomer on you guys. I'm only like 26, but back in my day, a campaign was mainly this solo experience. Like you could play Halo solo, you could play Call of Duty campaign solo, and that is my understanding of what a campaign is. If I had to take a guess, the majority of people are not going to want to play a campaign with a full squad of 4 people. I would bet that most people just want to jump on this at night, maybe perhaps after work, and just play it at their leisure. They don't want to contact a bunch of people to say, hey, we're getting on to play Delta Force's campaign tonight, boys. I don't really think that's going to be very popular, even if the game is free to play. And on top of that, because there's no controller support, only mouse and keyboard is supported, so all the people that want to play this game on controller, again, like after work, they want to play the campaign, they can't do that. They're going to have to play mouse and keyboard. So overall, I kind of just don't understand what the hell they're doing, if I'm being completely honest with you. They have successfully killed the hype for the game. I'm going to just officially say it. The hype for this game, if there was any left, is completely gone now. Console players are in complete shambles. There's no ETA for when that is even going to release. And when the console version of Delta Force does release, my guess is there won't be nearly as much interest in it, considering the competition surrounding FPS right now with Doom the Dark Ages, the next Battlefield game, Borderlands 4, and a bunch of other great games like Deliverance 2. Now, switching gears to a completely other topic here, this is going to be about the Delta Force Black Hawk Down trailer on YouTube, and the fact that I firmly believe at this point that they are faking the view count. It is currently sitting at about 2.8 million views right now. I'm actually staring at it at my second monitor, but if we take a closer look at what's happening here, you can see that a lot of things just don't really make sense. First of all, the like to dislike ratio is pretty strange. There aren't that many comments for a video that has 2.8 million views, but the biggest factor for me is this the performance curve of videos. My viewer sent me these screenshots from other channels, very popular videos that have great performance, and as you can see, the performance curve for a great performing video is typically like a little, it looks like a hill, you know, it starts off pretty great and then it gradually sort of flattens at the top, okay? That is typical of well-performing YouTube videos. If you take a look at Delta Force's performance curve here, you can see that it is basically just flat, and then all of a sudden, there is some gigantic uptick in video performance. This is completely abnormal for YouTube. I have never personally seen it happen on my channel, and quite frankly, Delta Force's campaign is certainly not this popular to demand this sort of instantaneous viewership, in my opinion. So just throwing that out there, ladies and gentlemen, overall, today has been a pretty large L for Delta Force. I do not anticipate there being much positive commentary surrounding a lot of the topics in this video, particularly the fact that the console version of the game has been delayed with no ETA. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you plan on following Delta Force or Battlefield, or even Borderlands 4 at this point, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and swing by the streams both on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.